Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of our mini challenge in collection framework. I hope you have completed the tasks of day 2. I am happy to see the comments with the answers and also few of you have shared the answers in the community. The learning is going great. Okay, if you have bumped into this video directly, no worries. This is an independent video. You can watch it till the end. There is a task in the end of this video. You can complete this task and share your answers either in the comments or in our community. Okay, what is this video about? In today's video, let us learn how to add and work with user-defined objects in an array list. Let us get started. The user-defined object that I am going to work with is employee. So let us add few properties for this employee object. It can be employee name, employee ID, city, department, salary. Now the idea here is I want to create an array list and add few employee objects to the array list. Then I want to get the list of employees who belong to a particular city. Then get the list of employees where the department is marketing and the salary is less than 30,000. This is what we are going to do in this video. Okay. So what are the steps that we have to do? First, create an employee class. Add all the instance variables, whatever I have added. Then, as usual, add a default constructor, a parameterized constructor. Then, get a set of methods. Then, remember to add toString. If you don't add toString and if you try to print the employee object, you will get only the hash code value. This is very important. Many of them forget it. So that is why I am emphasizing. Next is create a main class. Let me give the class name as empdemo. This class will have public static void main. In this class, first create an array list. This time the type is employee. Okay. The next step is create few employee objects and add to the list. This can be done in two different ways. I will show you both the ways. Once you have done this, the next step is just to print the employee list. After that, the first task is print the list of employees who belong to city Bengaluru. Then print the list of employees where the department is marketing and salary is less than 50,000. Okay. These are the things that we are going to do in this particular application. Now let me open Eclipse. Let me create the employee class. Select your package, right click, new class. Let me change the package name to com.srishti.listCustom. Create the employee class. The class name is employee. Now let me add the instance variables. These are the properties of the employee class. Now let me add default constructor. Go to source, generate constructor from superclass. Parameterized constructor, generate constructor using fields. Then go to source, generate getters and setters, select all, click generate. And remember to add toString. Generate toString. Okay. This is it. Now this is enough. Next is we need to create the main class. Select your package, right click, new class. Let me give the class name as empdemo. Select public static void main, click finish. The first step is create an array list. Array list, angle bracket. Now you need to pass employee. Employee list or employees. You can give the variable name as employee list or employees. Do not give the variable name as E, E1, E2. It is not recommended. Don't give it as list also. Either give the plural of your employee, that is employees, or attach list to that particular domain model. In our case it is employee, so you can give it as employee list. equal to new array list. Import list also. Now I have given control space, so automatically it is imported. The next step is create an employee object. Employee is equal to new employee of, let us use the parameterized constructor. Let me pass the name, ID, city. Next is department. Next is add the employee object to the list. So let me give it as employee list dot add. See the parameter, it takes employee directly. Now I can pass the employee object. Okay. This is fine. I can also pass the employee object directly within the employee list. Employee list dot add. Within the parenthesis, I will pass the employee object. That is, I will use this new keyword directly. Okay. Now let me add few employee objects first. Now I have created few employee objects and I have added them to the list. Let us print this employee list directly. We will also print it using for each. Let me add a dummy println statement. Now we will use for each. For round bracket colon, the name of the list is employee list. This is of type employee. Okay, and add curly braces. Already I have the same variable here, that's why it's giving me an error. Remember to save your employee class also, or else if you are using a parameterized constructor you will get an error. Okay. Guys, actually I want to show you the content assist. Just type for each. Automatically you will get the content assist. See here. Okay. Now let me print the employee object. Because we have overridden toString method, automatically it will print the details of the employee properly. First let us run this. Let me maximize the console. First it is printing the list of all the employees within an array. Then it is printing the employee objects one by one. What next? We will start with the first task. Get the list of employees who belong to a particular city. Get by city. Let me give the value for city. String city equal to Bengaluru. You can either use a scanner to get the value for city, or you can give your own hard-coded value. Of course, within the if condition also you can give the value. I just want to keep it outside because later on if I am using scanner, I can go and change this code. As usual, I will use for each. I am iterating through the employee. Here I need to check if this particular employee's city is Bengaluru. So how to do that? Get the employee object. Employee dot get city. This returns a string. So string emp city is equal to employee dot get city. Now I need to compare this city with the city or with Bengaluru, whichever it is. Okay. So now I can write it as if emp city dot equals city, then what should I do? Add this employee object to a new list. You need to create a new list and add this employee object to that. So above this for loop, let me create a new list, array list, angle bracket employee. Let me give the variable name as employees by city. Don't give the name as temp list, temporary, temp emp. No. Please do not use the word temp at all. New array list. Okay. Now I have to add this employee to this temporary list. Sometimes when you are trying to use the content assist, instead of giving employee list, if you have created this temporary list earlier only, it will pass that. So be very careful. Now I need to pass it as employees by city dot add. I need to pass the employee object. this particular employer. Okay. Now here also, if you feel this is too much, I will comment this line. I can directly take employee.getCity dot equal city. Okay, and we have added employee to employees by city. This for loop is completed. So it will iterate through all the employees one by one. For the first employee, we check for the city. If the city matches, in our case it is John. John will be added to employees by city. Second, it will iterate. It will check for the city. The second employee also is from Bangalore, Harry. Harry also will be added to employees by city. What about the third one from Cochin? So it will not even enter into the if condition. Then it will move on to the fourth object, fifth object, and so on. Now we have completed. This particular list is having the list of employees by city. So we will try to iterate it and print it. Now use for loop again for each. Employee, this time it should be employees by city only. Enter. And so employee. Let us print the employee name alone in uppercase. Employee dot get employee name dot to uppercase. Okay. Get employee name is returning a string value. So I can call to uppercase method on a string value. Now let me run this. Get by city. John, Harry and Joe. What is the next task? Get the list of employees where the department is marketing and the salary is less than 50,000. So we will try that. Again, you need to create a dummy list. So this time let me make the name as EMP by department and salary. Iterate through the for loop. So I will show you. Now when I use for each, it is taking EMP by department salary. Is there any employee object? This is an empty list. So be very careful while doing the iteration. This one should be employee list. Okay. This time I need to check for marketing and salary less than 50,000. I am going to write the complete code using if condition only. I am not going to have separate individual variable names. If employee dot get department dot equals. Whenever you are comparing string literals, do not use double equal to. You need to use dot equals method. Here it has to be marketing. Double ampersand employee dot get salary. This is a numerical value. So I can check it using double equal to, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. In our case, it is less than 50,000. If this is true, add the employee object to this list. EMP by department salary dot add, pass the employee object. Now the employee object is added to the list. The next step is we need to iterate through this list. Again, let me use a for loop. For each, automatically it is showing EMP by department salary. Within this, let us print the employee object there. Run it. Here we have got the list of employees where the department is marketing and salary is less than 50,000. I hope this is clear. Now let us discuss one more use case also. This time also we will work with employees by city. If you notice, in this particular one, I am iterating through the list of employees, checking for the city if it is Bangalore. If it is there, I am adding the employee object to a list which is of type employee itself. That is okay, fine. Then in that case, I have to print only the employee object. No. What is the point of printing the employee name? So what I am going to do is, I am going to do the same operation, but this time I will get only the names and add a name to a list which is of type string. Okay, let me explain it. We will do it here separately. First is, I need to iterate through the for loop. So this time it is employee list only. Okay. Then check for condition. If employee dot get city dot equals, this time we will give it as Cochin. Then what we did in the previous cases, we added that particular employee to another list which is of type employee itself. I don't want to do that. I just want the name of the employee. So what I can do, first I will create an array list. Array list of string employee names equal to new array list. Within this, now first I need to get the employee name. So string emp name is equal to employee dot get employee name. Please understand, in the previous case we were adding the employee object itself to the list. But in this case I just want the name of the employees alone. So I am getting the employee name and I am adding to a list which is of type string. So I can give it as employee names dot add. See, it is taking string as argument. I can pass this employee name. Correct. Comment this. I will add it directly. I hope this part is clear. This time I am iterating through a list of employees, checking if the employee belongs to a particular city. If he belongs to that city, I am getting only the names of that employees and adding to a list which is of type string. Okay. Now this is done. What next? Again we need to iterate through this list. So printing employee names and dummy println statement also. Now use a for each. For each. Now see how nicely it is giving it. Emp name. Let me print it in uppercase. Emp name dot to uppercase. That's all. So in this case, because you are getting the list of employees who belong to a particular city, I can get their name, city, department, salary and so on. But in the last case, I am getting only the employee names. So the remaining details will not be available. That is the only difference. Now let me save this and run it. Okay. Here we have got the output, the last output. Let me check it out. Priya, David and Sid. So I hope this is clear. This is how you use your array list when you are working with custom objects. Now it is task time. Guys, this is the task that you will be doing on day 3. Choose a domain model of your choice. That is, choose a custom object of your choice. In this case, I have given doctor and book. If you want to choose one, you can work with one or you can try both. In case of doctor, the properties are doctorId, doctorName, experience, speciality and fees. What you need to do is get the list of doctors by speciality. In this case, print only the doctor names in uppercase, just like how we have done in the last scenario. That is, you create a list of string only. I don't need any other data. I just want the name of the doctors. In the second case, get the list of doctors by speciality and experience. Here I want the doctor name and fees. So I need to create a temporary list of type doctor only. Just create a temporary list saying that doctors by speciality, experience, whatever. Or you can work with book, which has book ID, title, author, price and category. Get the list of books by author, print only the titles. So the temporary list will be of this of type string. The second case, get the list of books by category, print title and author. For the last one, print the complete book. Fine. Other than this, if you are having any other example, you can try that also. Product, student, mobile, furniture, movie. For all these domain models, first you need to identify the properties. Then you need to decide on the functionality that you want to do with these domain models. In case of product, you can get the list of products by category, get the list of products by brand and price, get the list of products where the price is less than something and the product name. In case of student, get the list of students who belong to a particular department. department and city or only city. In case of mobile, get the list of mobiles by brand or by category or by features. For furniture, get the list of furnitures where the brand is this, where the category is this. When I say category, whether it is a living room furniture or a dining hall furniture or a sit out furniture and so on. For movie, get the list of movies where the language is this or where the genre is this or where the director is this. You can come up with your own properties and work on these functionalities. Okay guys, I hope whatever I have explained till now is very clear. Once you have completed the program that is given in the video, start working on the tasks. I will share all these questions in the description box. Complete the task and share the answers either in the comments or in the community. I will share the link of both. Till then, happy learning, stay curious. Let us learn, code and grow together. Thank you.